You ever charge your Apple Watch after it's dead for a day or a day and a half, and then you turn it on, you put it on your wrist, and you don't stop getting notifications for 10 minutes? Anyways, I'm about to take my first bike ride while trying to document some of it with the Osmo for the first time. I am throwing everything into auto mode. White balance, exposure is all gonna be in auto mode because I don't want to think about anything except for riding a bike and talking. That's why I got this thing, so I can focus. Let's see, I'm gonna hook it onto this thing. So now when I get on my bike, this thing should be able to, like, if I'm leaning forward and like going up a hill or whatever, or back here, like there's so many things I have to think about already with bicycle, like going out for a bike ride. Now I'm adding the camera thing. My phone is not stopping. Jeez. I'm gonna put my phone in D&D. And funny enough, I haven't been on Instagram in like almost 2 weeks now. I've been trying to avoid that just because I think it's a good thing for people to not be on. And funny enough, when my watch turned on, I got a text message saying reset your Instagram. Like, click this link to reset your Instagram password. So sick. Hopefully, that doesn't mean someone's hacking my Instagram. I'm sure I'm forgetting all kinds of stuff. All right, we are gonna put a route into Strava real quick. Let's see how this thing does. All right, I'm on a gravel. I have a gravel driveway, so it's probably pretty shaky right now, but we're getting on the road now. I'm interested to see how this looks and sounds. Here we go. Right when you leave my house, my location, my driveway, my house is built on the bottom of a hill. So when you want to go for a run or a bike ride, you're immediately slapped in the face with a little bit of cardio. But always, what going uphill means, it means you get to go downhill too. Let's turn this camera around. I'm usually like way more mentally prepped than I am right now to go for a ride. But I think that's because I set all this camera stuff up to be able to document it along the way. So my headspace, my head's not in like ride mode as much right now. It's more in like, this is my first time documenting me riding a bike, and it's cold, and I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything, I guess. So, man, I run this route all the time. Not this exact 22-mile route that I'm doing. I don't run 22 miles all the time. But these first few, I run it all the time. And the difference between running and biking the same route, man, when you're biking, it makes you realize how short of a distance it is, but when you're running, it doesn't feel like that at all. So like I said, I've been off of like social for a while now. And forgive me, I'm gonna try to talk through this ride a little bit and also breathe while trying to maintain a good speed. But I've been off of social, I mean, for a couple months now. I've just not felt the need to share anything that I've been doing. And I think the reason I want to talk about this is because I was incredibly addicted to Instagram and social media, or I felt like I was getting a lot of
I was finding a lot of affirmation through it, and other people looking and liking. And when I say other people, I mean people that I probably don't even talk to. I was finding like fulfillment and affirmation through that stuff, which started to feel incredibly unhealthy for me. So I decided to just completely get off. Here's a deer. Oh, see if you can see those. No, they're running alongside the fence. See those? Anyways, yeah, I told myself I would just take a pause with sharing things, and it wasn't even intentional that I stopped. It was more where I think I reconnected with Jesus, and I was praying. I was actually trying to talk to him every day and talk to our God, our Lord and Savior that made this entire universe happen in the first place, that made us. So I just figured, why not, talk to someone or something, to the Holy Ghost that knows and understands this universe at a way higher level than we can imagine. He's got plans for all of us. And so I was praying to find like purpose and meaning and more fulfillment in my daily, my weekly, in my life. Because I wasn't finding it through kind of what I was staying busy doing. And a lot of that was staying busy on social and always trying to figure out what I was going to post or what I was going to share. And ultimately, it kind of stopped me from making things because it kind of felt defeating, as I was always comparing myself to others, and I was I found myself not sharing because I wasn't making anymore. And I love making things. I love creating. And I think the devil got a hold of me in that way through social media. And maybe told me I wasn't good enough, So I was on for still a while. The past several months I have kind of been on and off, but not really sharing. But then just a few weeks ago, I was like, why am I even on it at this point? If I'm not sharing, I'm just comparing. So I decided to completely get off of it for the first time, and I honestly can't remember the first time. It's probably my first time ever getting off social media since it started. And I think it's been a really healthy thing for me. And again, I think I didn't ask God to get off social media. I asked him to show me purpose and show me that fulfillment, and where do I find that from? And just to help me live for him more and live for my family, and just to soften my heart. And again, all this stuff I was asking him, he got me off social. I didn't make the decision. He did it for me, which is cool. So now I'm finding a lot of joy in going through bike rides and cooking, nutrition, fitness, running, spending time with family, and documenting and not sharing it, just keeping it. Maybe I'll share it sometime, but I feel like it's just for me right now. It's fun. So this is a gravel bike I'm on. It's just hard to find good gravel stuff sometimes here in Austin. Well, you have to go a little bit further out to find it, but this is just a tiny amount of it. I found myself riding a lot of road with this gravel bike. So I've just found a ton of joy the past few months riding my bike. I just got this bike a few months ago. It's a Santa Cruz Stigmata, all carbon fiber with carbon fiber rims too. Kind of splurged on my first bike, but I've been nerding out over it for a while, probably too long. I don't know, just sometimes it takes me. I'm one of those guys that'll put something in his Amazon cart, or like 5 different things in my Amazon cart, and I won't buy it for like 3 months later. I don't know. Maybe I have commitment issues. Anyways, I've found a lot of peace and tranquility during my rides, and I mean, really after the rides too, or just those that boost of what do you call it? What's the feeling you get after you work out? Endorphins. That boost of endorphins after a bike ride, man. You get it when you're running too, but like something different about cycling. And it's been a lot of fun and a lot of peace. That, and combined with, a bunch of other things I've been doing to take care of myself, my body, take care of my mind, nutrition, hydration, recovery, cycling, running, high intensity interval training with kettlebells and dumbbells, cold baths, saunas, and last but certainly not least at all, it's actually number 1, is I've been reconnecting with God. I've been praying and talking to God every day. I think that may have started with feeling a bit, look at me, I'm just like talking and climbing. Talking and climbing. It's my first time doing this. Talking and climbing. Good way to breathe, I guess. Yeah, so been talking and breathing to God, really. Been praying and reading the Word and like doing self-Bible study stuff and listening to some Christian podcasts and like really trying to dig my feet back down in the dirt. And I think that all started with, a few months ago, maybe during the summertime. I wasn't getting a ton of work. To be honest, my wife has been this whole year just absolutely crushing it. Super proud of her. But during the summertime, I started to let that get to me a little bit in a negative way of like, my wife's so successful and busy and, on a weekly basis, I'm not. I've certainly been fine. I've been good. That's just like what film industry can do to you, especially freelancing the way kind of I've set myself to do so, like in a way where I'm not in the film industry per se. I'm like very much flying by the seat of my pants, getting jobs direct to client, that type of stuff. So it's not like I wasn't working at all. Just when you get jobs in my industry, what I'm kind of doing, they can be really lucrative, and then you can not have one for several weeks. In my case, not have one for sometimes a month and a half, and that time can make you ask a ton of questions about yourself with everything else. So yeah, I think I was sort of in the thick of that, and here I am on Fitzhugh again. stopping and taking this beanie off. Whew. Gets hot quick. I have these Shocks headphones. They don't cover your ear, which is cool. They go on your temple and do vibration. It makes sound, but it's still, you know, still dangerous to listen while you're cycling, especially on the road. I'm not listening to anything right now, but they are more convenient than like AirPods are. You don't have to worry about them falling off. And again, you can still, if you have the music on low, you can still hear. See? I wear them a lot for running. I do listen to music when I'm running because I'm not running on main roads. Anyways. I feel so lucky to live out here where I do and be able to ride my bike and like see animals and nature, and it's like such a low stress activity. That's good for me. I've definitely found myself feeling and being a lot more grateful these past few months for things that I have and things I get to do, people I have in my life. And not just grateful, but grateful to God for all that stuff. Thanksgiving just happened. Christmas is coming up. Those holidays have so much stress around them, which makes it hard to be focused on what they are meant for. Thanksgiving is a day to be thankful. Christmas is the day that we were gifted Jesus Christ. It's been saying no outlet this entire time. Looks like I just got to the no outlet. That's what it looks like over here. But looks like there's a little slither for walkers and bikers to get through. Yep. Sweet. This is crazy. It's tracking me from all the way over here. Look at this. It's on my bike, just riding, and it's tracking me. If I had it on a tripod, it would be able to get taller and maybe track me further. But like it's turning with me. As I turn, it follows and tracks me. Crazy, what's up? I'll stop there. Keep going. So cool. Wonder how far back I can go without it losing. Still has me. Oh, no, it just lost me. Turn around. It might still have me. Does it still have me? No, it lost me. All right, I should stop fooling around and like finish this bike ride up. Luckily, I'm not driving on this road today, or cycling on this road today. Just waiting for the light to turn green like it just did. Time to eat. Definitely got colder outside. When I bought my bike, I bought these shoes with them, or with it, and they're definitely too tight because they make my feet numb. Almost, or my toe, like half my foot and my toes numb more than half the time I'm riding. I need to go get new bigger ones, but They're the Shimano XCS. Smoked salmon. Smoked salmon all day, baby. All freaking day. And we're putting apple butter on the toast. Oil, salt. I am usually absolutely starving after a bike ride. Oh, yeah, that looks so good. It's not the prettiest thing, but I didn't try to make it pretty. I just know what's in it. Toasted sourdough with pumpkin butter, ricotta cheese, salmon, and scrambled egg. I've made prettier looking plates, but I don't really care what it looks like right now. I just know it's gonna I'm about to devour it. I know that about it. I just crushed that in under 4 minutes, I think. Gone. First like 6 months of me like really getting after a diet, nutrition. I didn't eat any bread, 0 bread. Hardly any, no bad carbs, all complex, and like hardly even that, like 0 bread. I'm glad I brought that up on the bike ride with me. It was a fun little test with the camera. I got to sort of talk through some of what's going on in my life right now. Maybe I'll keep this thing on me today and keep videoing things. I don't know. It slows me down, but also it's good to have the memories, I guess, and to be able to share these things and document my life a little bit. So yeah, it definitely is slowing me down. But I think it's cool because it tracks me, and it's cool because it has an auto mode, and it's cool because there's a microphone I can put right here. Right now you're just hearing me through the actual Osmo itself. It's making it pretty streamlined, but still, it's still an added thing when I have stuff to do. So. What do you think? Pants over the shoes, like that, or pants like this, behind the shoes? I like pants behind the shoes. Check, check. That's probably always better. I should probably just leave this thing on. Okay, keys, wallet, phone. Wedding ring. I'm gonna get a fat triple cappuccino somewhere. It's gonna be delicious. Lights. We're gone. That's cool. Just magnetically connects to where I put my phone usually. Today's Friday, by the way. That's why you're not seeing me do work currently. I finished a lot of post-production deadlines that I needed to get done and like finished this week, and sent the last thing out yesterday and invoiced who I needed to do invoice, and like today I don't have a lot to do, which is great because I am kind of staying busy doing what I want, and that's really just a blessing in my life right now, that I can have the time to go for a bike ride on a Friday afternoon. And now I'm going to go get an outfit for a date that we're going on tomorrow night. As I was saying, yeah, we're going out on a date with two of our couple friends that have kids in our neighborhood that we've become good neighborhood best friends with, and we've known each other for 5 or 6 years now. Our kids hang out on a weekly basis, but I don't think we've ever, all three, as 6 of us, gone out together by ourselves without children. So we're finally making that happen tomorrow night. We're doing dinner, we're gonna go dancing, we're gonna have drinks, it's gonna be awesome, and we're gonna dress a little festive. So I need to go get an outfit for that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. That's where I'm driving to. Thinking about going to Zara. They just recently reopened in Austin. Just leaving Zara. They didn't have any bags left, so I had to carry all my clothes out, which is fine. They ran out on Black Friday. Then I asked the guy what the Black Friday deal was so I could kick myself in the face. And he said it was 40% off select items. So, not the whole store. That would have sucked to come and get it now. This has been really interesting today, vlogging by myself. This is what people do, huh? How do people make sure they're doing everything correctly in real life if they're vlogging all day? That's my question. I've found myself, like, I guess you get used to it, I don't know, but I've found myself trying to do this, but also like making sure, like really triple thinking on making sure I'm not forgetting anything, or making sure I get home by, for the kids, for the bus stop, or, you know, like setting a camera up in the dressing room, like that was odd to do, but it was fine, it was just me, so. It's cool. I'm enjoying doing it though. It's been fun today. I'm just gonna keep it going. I thought I'd stop at the bike stuff, but let's keep it going and see you at the bus stop.